Hello and welcome back to the channel. Ed Paget here. Today is the final part of our three-part series on knee rehabilitation. Now, knee pain is one of the most common problems in our modern society, and it affects about 20% of people at any one time. And did you know that knee replacement surgery is projected to grow 697% to 3.5 million surgeries a year in the US alone? So take care of your knees, follow these exercises, and get back to functioning 100%. All right, we've already looked at what to do when your knee is acutely irritated and inflamed. We've also looked at what to do in part 2, where we start getting some actual function back into the knee. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about how to go to the next level, how to make your knee perhaps even better than it was before you injured it. All right, so the first thing we want to think about is how to move the knee in all three directions. So most rehab programs talk about moving the knee forwards and backwards, okay? And we call that the sagittal plane. But the knee doesn't just move forwards and backwards, it moves left and right and also moves into rotation. Well, the whole body does. So I've got a really nice matrix of movement we call the FAST class. And I'm going to put a link to that below in the description. But essentially, it's a question of stepping forwards and stepping backwards, okay? So from the side, it looks like this. We're going to step forward into a lunge, and we're going to step backwards. Forwards into a lunge, and step backwards. Then we're going to look at stepping out to the side, like this, and then stepping to the other side. Okay, so this is like a common movement. You know, perhaps we'd step this way to start moving or to catch something, and this would be called an uncommon movement. So we've got a common lunge this way, an uncommon lunge this way. Okay, and this is loading my knee, my hip, my ankle, my back, and also if I start moving my hands up into my shoulders in this plane of movement. And lastly, we have a rotational plane. So imagine if I'm on a clock face and 12 o'clock is towards you and 6 o'clock is behind me. I would take my foot here and I would point it at 4 o'clock. Keep this leg straight and I'm loading this leg. This is the leg of the knee that I want to put the strain into. Now that's a common movement. That is just stepping this way to sort of walk like this. A slightly less common movement would be to take this foot and point it at the equivalent of 9 o'clock. Okay, then maybe a little squat here as well. So just a little 9 o'clock movement here. And then I can actually combine those two, go into 4 o'clock here, 9 o'clock here. All right, so those are the basic movements of the FAST class, of a lunge matrix. Check out the video links to go through that class in its entirety, but I'm going to show you a little bit just here. Okay, we're going to take both hands and we're going to step forwards and take them to the knee height here. And as we step backwards, we take them to knee height here. Okay, so it's leg forward, hands to knee. So from the side, it looks like this. So I'm loading my butt and hamstrings here. And here I'm actually stretching the opposite side, but also loading the butt and hamstrings on the same side. So knees gets touched either side by the hands. Let's take that same principle going to the frontal plane, to the left and right. So we're here, knee gets touched. Here, that's it. We don't even need to stop in the middle. We can go straight across. So I'm loading here, I'm loading here. So my knee is getting a lot of flexion in different movements, but also my hip and my butt and my ankle and my back are also contributing to that movement. Last one, transverse plane, here and here. And you'll notice when you do this that the muscles in your butt really fire up. And this is great for balance on the opposite side as well. Okay, so what next? Well, we want to react to something that is slightly unpredictable. So one way to do that is to actually get a ball. So I've got a ball here, it's just a simple rubber ball. And I'm going to throw this against the wall. So I'm going to stand on the leg that's injured or that I'm rehabilitating. And I'm simply throwing a ball against a wall. This wall is good because it's not smooth. And I'm having to move my balance and my center of mass around my leg that I'm rehabilitating to an unpredictable object. Now you can also do that with a partner. So you get your training partner to come and stand with you. Stand on one leg. You can tiptoe the other leg if you want to for balance, but I'm going to try and do it just standing on one leg. And then simply throw the ball to your partner, but then make it a bit more challenging. So throw it into a place that's harder for me to get. That's it. And then you're really working on your balance and coordination. That's good. Now, one thing we can do to make it a little bit more fun is actually see how low down you can, stay here, you see how low down you can actually catch the ball. So for this one, I will put my tiptoe down on my opposite side for a little bit of balance. I'm rehabbing my right knee. Okay, I want you to catch it and then throw it to me, and I'm going to see how far down I can actually catch it before it touches the ground.
Like at the waist?
Yep, that's it. Just try and drop it in front of me, just here. That's it. So I try and catch it just before it hits the ground. That's it. And so I'm squatting, but I'm not squatting in the same way every time. And you can go either side of me if you want. So one over here slightly. That's it. And I'm really reacting. Ah, nice one.
Sometimes you fail.
Yeah, sometimes I fail. I'm really reacting thank you, to the ball, which is creating an unpredictable environment for my knee and my knee muscles, which then allows them to really work functionally and set you up for a sport if you do a sport, or set you up for walking on ice if you live somewhere where it's cold during winter, and sets you up for uneven terrain. So we've got the three parts of the rehab. We've got part one, which is the acute pain management, swelling management. Part two, beginning to bring in functional movement. Part three, taking that functional movement to the next level. I'm going to wrap this video up now, and if you've enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Also click on that notification bell and send my channel to a friend who you think will enjoy my content as well. Thank you so much for doing those things. Your support makes a huge difference. Also, you may know that I help people online recover from injuries, but I have a special interest in back pain and scoliosis. Now, if you have scoliosis, I want to tell you about the amazing community we're building over on Facebook. And I'd like you to join that group, which is where a lot of the action and interaction with my community happens. Just follow the link in the description below or in that first pinned comment to join the group. Stay tuned for my next video, which will be up soon, and I'll see you there.